Last week, RBI came out with a path-breaking circular. It allowed Indians to open dollar accounts in GIFT City, Gujarat. Why is this path-breaking? Because earlier, even though you were allowed to open foreign exchange accounts, foreign bank accounts for specific purposes like investing abroad or payment of education fees and so on, this has now become possible within the geography of India because GIFT City is located physically near Gandhinagar, but it is considered to be a separate jurisdiction. And therefore, you have the comfort of an Indian bank. In most cases, you'll be dealing with a familiar Indian bank, which is subject to an Indian regulator, which is the IFSCA, and therefore subject to our rules. And furthermore, because of its proximity, you can always physically go there and deal with the staff there for any queries you might have had, which was not earlier possible in case of any accounts in Singapore or London or New York. Now, what about the taxation of the money that you send to these accounts? Yes, in most cases, any money that you remit above 7 lakhs is subject to tax collected or at source or TCS, and any interest that you earn on these accounts is fully taxable in India if you are an Indian resident. But again, the TCS liability is not an additional tax, it's just collection of tax. So you can adjust it against any tax liability that you have in the year. Or if you don't have that much tax liability, then you can just claim a refund at the time of filing your ITR. Why? Again, why is this so path-breaking? Because imagine a situation where you want to go on a trip abroad, but suddenly you see that the dollar has dipped against the rupee and you want to take advantage of it. In this case, you can just remit the money to your GIFT City account and then take that trip within 6 months. Or if you have multiple reasons to use foreign exchange, you do trips abroad, you have your kids' fees to pay, you also invest abroad, you can use this account as a sort of single one-stop shop for all of these foreign expenses. The only rule that you have to keep in mind is that within 6 months, the money that you remit there must be utilized for the purpose for which it was remitted. So if you have remitted the money for tourism, you have to utilize that within 6 months or bring it back to India. You're also allowed to remit it to invest, so you can remit the money and invest it in stocks or bonds or ETFs and thereby utilize the money. And whenever you need to redeem the money, you can just redeem that investment, bring it back into the account and further utilize the money. So it is a pretty path-breaking circular, and I expect a lot of action on this from banks in GIFT City over the next few weeks and months.